So welcome back to Wembley, where Oxford are leading by a goal to nil. Queen's Park Rangers in the hoops, with the team seeking to turn that scoreline round and will get us away in the second half. Before they do that, Ian, I think we just got a moment. We've certainly been taken to task by Messrs. Greaves and Shannon.
Yes, we have, haven't we? I was quite surprised because, you know, having said they enjoyed that first half, one of them said there's been one shot at goal between the two teams and the other team had never put two passes together. So, I mean, it's an unusual good half then, isn't it?
Well, as long as you're enjoying it at home and will enjoy the second half with us, that's really all that matters. We're about to get the second half underway. Incidentally, there will be a Man of the Match award made at the end of the game, I think by Ian St. John.
Yes, I think we're having to have a quick discussion with Greaves and Mick, and we'll decide what player gets the Man of the Match award.
Well, Jim Smith will hope it's a Rangers man. At the moment, I would have thought Trevor Hebberd must be a leading contender. The scorer of the only goal of the first half as we now get the second half underway. Rangers in the hoops then, attacking the goal to our right with a job to do. Robbie James. Fenwick. And now Wicks. If they are to pull it around, what are the sort of things you'll be looking for from Rangers now, Ian?
Well, they're going to be more positive about going forward, and by that I mean they're not, instead of just kicking the ball aimlessly forward, they're going to be playing it around and trying to get the ball in the box.
Charles looking to get the better of Wicks. Free kick to Rangers.
You know, I mean, they haven't created a chance, they haven't created a shooting chance or a heading chance, so obviously, you know, they can only get better. And I would think Jimmy would have given them a real, you know, rousing at that time. They must be annoyed at the way they're playing.
Here's McDonald for Rangers. Trying to get Bannister away, but it was a fairly optimistic ball through for Alan Judge. Jump again by Wicks. For James, it goes straight to Hebberd. Fenwick going in on Rock. Ball comes to McDonald. Oh, what a poor ball. Aldridge, nice little touch by him for Brock. He's got Houghton away through the middle, and coming up quickly is Langan. Conceding the throw, but not the corner. Langan's taking it quickly before Rangers can really organise themselves. Langan's cross now, hitting low towards Aldridge. It was McDonald who got it away. Here's Brock for Oxford. Houghton again. Phillips. Oxford's throw. Langan will take it. Came for it. Picked up Hebberd. Brock again, bringing Trewick in. There's some good play here by Oxford. And now Houghton. A little chip by him, falls for Wicks. Hebberd again. Again, Rangers being pushed back. As Trewick takes the throw and finds Philip. Hebberd, Houghton, Phillips, Charles, and now Langan. Across towards Aldridge on the far side, he gets up well, but not quite well enough. A moment of hesitation and then Barron acted. Robinson for Rangers. Robbie James. Played again towards Michael Robinson. James picked him up well, but it was a lovely run by Robinson. And Dawes playing it in, hopeful of getting something on the far side. And Judge was fouled by Bannister. It'll be a free kick. But it was was as dangerous as Rangers had looked at any time in the match. And Robinson, who played such a part in that little back heel, crossed in by Dawes. The keeper had it and lost it, and there was a handball, I think, by Bannister. Dawes. Briggs. Tony Charles versus Steve Wicks. A bit of shoving by Wicks gives Oxford the free kick. In point of fact, it's tantamount to a corner. It certainly wasn't where Ray Houghton wants to take it. Briggs has come up from the back. It's the man he's aimed for, but it's too high for him. It'll come for Brock. Passed in by him towards Charles. Get away, James getting far. Here's Langan for Oxford. And now Houghton. Really businesslike at the moment, Oxford. And Charles has had it wasn't a very good contact. Rangers throw.
Very good start to the second half by Oxford. Ryan playing good football, you know, looked far more composed than Queen's Park Rangers, and you know, entertaining at times when they go forward and play like that.
And McDonald stayed with him. Langan. Nice little touch there by Houghton for David Langan. They cleared it, and then Robinson almost put them back in trouble again. Brisker approach to his second half by both sides. Really getting down to business now. Fenwick back. Down. Shotton's header goes for Langan. Back. And Judge. He's got three brothers, all goalkeepers. They, along with his mother and father, all together as a family, watching him for the first time here today. Hebberd getting a little stuck in there with Alan, who thought the challenge, at least Hebberd thought Alan's challenge was a little too fierce. Fenwick getting that one away. They're just unable to promote anything worthwhile from the midfield at the moment, Rangers. Bannister, Neill. Good play again by Hebberd. And this time he's got Houghton on his way. And Hebberd making the run. Beautiful piece of running by Trevor Hebberd. He's got Aldridge waiting in the middle. He's got Houghton! Whose finishing was perfect.
Well, the Rangers players got caught there, you know, playing square. But it was a great run by Hebberd because he was always onside. And again, nice and cool, lovely little square pass and beautiful.
2-0 to Oxford. And now Dawes for Rangers. Scotland and plays for the Republic of Ireland, has done it at Wembley. free kick. That's a good jump there by Wicks. And they're having trouble there. The header by Byrne was almost there. And Robinson getting involved, and the referee needing to separate the warring factions there for a moment.
I think Alan Judge thought he'd been fouled there as he went up for that one.
McDonald, who went in the first place.
I don't really think the goalkeeper can complain, you know. I mean, he has to go in there and compete for it, and the defender McDonald had his back to him, so I don't really see how he could foul him when he had his back to him. But I must say this about Alan Judge: he's had one or two testing crosses today, and he's not, handled them all too effectively.
He's not the biggest of men. He's a 5'11" goalkeeper.
That's right. Maybe if the Rangers could get a decent supply of balls in there, they might put him under a bit of pressure.
Well, here come Rangers again with Warren Neill. Byrne trying to get in there. (2-0) to Oxford. Hebberd and Houghton the score. Robinson with the throw for Rangers. Fenwick going in. There's Fenwick again. It's time for Dawes. Langan. Got Houghton ahead of him. Charles and Aldridge are waiting in the middle. And nodded back in the nick of time by McDonald. Well, the team that Jim Smith fashioned is being beaten by the one, or rather, the one he's fashioned is beating the one he's inherited. And there must be some mixed feelings on that trainer's bench right now. Shotton. Rangers throw. 12 minutes of a much better second half has gone by. Now Robinson. Again that long throw for QPR. It might come in for Byrne. First serious mistake in that Oxford defence, and the long throw here, eluding them all, and Byrne hooking it high and over. A glimmer of hope there for Rangers, Ian.
Yeah, glimmer of hope, as you say, Brian. And but the Rangers, obviously 2 down, have been stung by that, and they've really got to just throw everything forward now, caution to the wind, and try to get one back.
Played it for Allen. Here's Fenwick. The Dawes. James outside him. Here he is. Too far. Shotton away. And back by McDonald. Take it. Bannister. Rangers way. Ian Dawes with it. And he's picked out Robbie James. On the far side is McDonald. Robinson's gone across for a long throw. What was annoying you there, Mr. St. John?
Well, he pulled the ball down lovely, and he's got a player support. I mean, all he has to do is just roll it to him and let the fullback cross the ball in. But I mean, you know, too many players want to do too much on the ball themselves.
Long throw again by Robinson. And a goal kick. Crowd, and I think it is more from the county of Oxfordshire than just from the city of Oxford are here. The yellow fever. And Hebberd, I don't want to prejudge your decisions, Ian, but I think Hebberd's going to be hard to deny man of the match. He scored the first and made that with a lovely pass inside for Houghton.
I would say he's on the reckoning.
Right now, Bannister. Let's see what Rangers can do about it. With that time by Shotton. And Wicks gets it back to Paul Barron. 11 hours gone in the second half. Came off Michael Robinson. Trewick to get those throws taken a little quicker. Langan. Too high for Jeremy Charles. McDonald hoofing it away. Byrne. What Rangers desperately need is that little bit of spark up front now to pull this game back within reach. Hebberd picking it on well. And Allen gets it back. Neill on the far side. Free kick to Rangers. And taking off Martin Allen. And bringing Leroy Rosenior on. So they're swapping midfielder, Ian, for somebody who's going to add a bit of strength up front.
Well, I mean, the midfield for the Rangers today haven't really sparked at all, you know. I would say none of them have played well.
Well, there's Rosenior's first touch. Plays it back to Michael Robinson.
It would appear that Michael Robinson's filling in that spot in midfield, Brian, and you know, they'll have 3 in midfield and 3 up front.
Neill back to Barron. Trewick. Brock. Aldridge. Throw. Has got his hands full. It finds Warren Neill. Certainly doing some hustling as well as playing well, aren't they?
Well, they've got the tails up, Brian. You know, they're really working hard as a unit. And the Rangers have played, you know, as individuals, as I said in the first half. You know, they haven't really got together as a team and support each other at all.
Little Phillips towards Jeremy Charles. Again, it's an Oxford throw. Chasing of Ray Houghton made sure of that. Here's Hebberd. Langan. Deep one this time towards Charles on the far side. And McDonald have to push it away again for the corner. interested in signing him at the start of this season. He trained with them for a little while, but he's finished up at Oxford and could finish up a Wembley winner. Hebberd picking out Brock. Here's Hebberd again. Say he'll run forever, this man. They call him Nijinsky in the Oxford camp, the number 10. Here he is again. Well, nearly a foul, but some pretty awful direction. Winchester boy. Called on by Southampton. 27 years old. Of the second half gone. Oxford United 2-0 ahead if you had just joined us. Goal in the first half by Trevor Hebberd, and Hebberd setting up the second one in the second half for Ray Houghton. Free kick for Rangers. Forward and thought the free kick was going to take itself. Warren Neill takes it in the end. Pumps it better into the penalty area. Good jump by Gary Briggs. Now Byrne. James. And it breaks again for Ray Houghton. Langan again making great strides outside him. Aldridge has gone off his man. And little Les Phillips is coming through. Aldridge is there. Oh, what a miss! That would have been the end of Queen's Park Rangers without any doubt. If the man who scored 29 this season had made the right sort of contact there. Ian?
Oh, well, I mean, it was absolutely a superb move, you know, all the way down the right-hand side of the field. And, you know, how he missed it, I don't know. He must have been thinking as it's coming, well, here I am at Wembley, and I'm just going to side put this one in, because he's done it so often this year. He's had a great year. And there you are, he misses it. Obviously just took his eye off it.
Rangers ball. Michael Robinson. Judge. Bannister picked up by Byrne, trying to get Neill away on the right there. Trewick had got across. Not too happy with each other. And a free kick given to Queen's Park Rangers, which Neill himself takes. Finds Terry Fenwick. Crossed in again to Wicks. Played in towards Rosenior, but somehow Oxford got that one away. And more than that, it's Houghton in full flight with Langan alongside him, and Phillips inside. Hebberd. Houghton. And the ball was on for Houghton. I would have thought it's come maybe a little too late, unless Houghton can do, or rather Hebberd can do something with it. Langan, a long, long cross. Hit back towards Jeremy Charles, although it's blocked now. And then Trewick. Shotton. Aldridge. Okay. Rosenior beating Shotton. Langan plays it safe down the line towards Houghton. Here's Aldridge. Here's Fenwick. And Rangers now get themselves something to build on. Byrne. Lovely gliding run. Now Dawes. Robbie James towards Rosenior, and the flag is up.
John Aldridge with the socks down. Now, funny enough, Brian, I was just thinking over the last few minutes there that, you know, maybe Oxford have put a lot into the game. You know, they may tail off a little bit and give the Rangers a chance to come back into it. Who knows?
Well, at the moment it's McDonald forward. Bannister just getting about Briggs. Can Rosenior get in? No. Judge needed to be quick, and he was. Here's Trewick. Shotton again, getting it away. Another very good cross that time by Terry Fenwick and Phillips. Yes, Hebberd on the run. He's got Aldridge up as well. Wasn't a good ball. Cut out well by Dawes, sending James on his way. Robinson on the far side. Rosenior. Shotton was there. Good bit of pressure this though by Rangers. Dawes to Byrne. Back for Ian Dawes again. Slanting that crossing again. Calling for good judgment by the keeper. Safely finding back. Robinson. Giving it to Rosenior. Forced across that penalty area by the Oxford defence. They were giving nothing there. Robinson again, finding Fenwick. Here's Dawes. Pushed away by Judge. Rangers beginning to put together a head of steam and pushing Oxford back, seeking some way to dent this two-goal lead that Oxford have built up with about 17 minutes of the game remaining. Robbie James with the corner for Queen's Park Rangers. Hebberd that time. Well, McDonald's in there. Scored from that sort of position against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Wicks was in there too. Got the header in. Good fist away. An important one that by Judge. And back by Warren Neill to his keeper, Paul Barron. Dawes to Fenwick. Briggs beating Rosenior. Robinson. James. Robinson battling to get that ball against Hebberd and succeeds. In again for Byrne. Good spell this by Rangers without at the moment looking able to pierce that Oxford defence unless Robbie James can get in on the far side. They claim the corner and linesman and referee agree. Aldridge again, using his fist well. Block for Oxford. Houghton was offside, but quickly spotted the fact and got himself back onside. Charles and Aldridge are waiting in the middle. This will come towards Aldridge. Will it come towards Charles? Will it come towards Brock? This Charles is kicked off the line. This Aldridge is charged off the line. Now Phillips. Hebberd. Rangers really flinging their bodies at the ball on that line. They might have some more work to do in that sort of direction now as Houghton finds Charles. And Hebberd finds Phillips, who's got Langan away on the right. Battle really swaying now from one end to the other. It's Phillips. Houghton. Langan. Little Phillips again. And again. Tigerish little character. But he's given it away there to Rosenior, who spotted it quickly. And Rangers now have got men up. Robinson trying to switch it completely towards Rosenior. Does so. Paused to get the ball back, but it needed pulling back a little bit more to Bannister. Now it's Hebberd. This is more like it, Ian.
Well, if the boys in the studio thought the first half was good, they must think this is the World Cup final.
Well, here's Hebberd. Flag up for offside. Free kick. Well, amazing situation a moment ago with these two shots charged down here.
Oh, well, I thought Aldridge has got to score first. Big Jeremy was unlucky there, the ball coming back, you know, off, I think, McDonald. And Wicks, rather than Wicks again there, tremendous stop. Very brave.
Fenwick for Rangers. McDonald to Robinson, to Byrne. McDonald going it forward again, Houghton in quickly for Oxford. Phillips outside him. Here's Les Phillips, the little chip in, and Wicks again to the rescue for Queen's Park Rangers. And now the break is on for Rangers. John Byrne leading the charge. Robinson up alongside him, and on this side of the field is Gary Bannister. Still going through the middle, though. Byrne could be in trouble. No, he's sidestepped his man well. Still with Byrne, trying to bring Bannister in now. Robinson and Rosenior waiting in the middle. It's deep towards Rosenior. Up he goes, and a corner for Rangers. I have to say, Michael Robinson at the moment is everywhere on this field. In the goal mouth now. I must say, if you shed a few tears of emotion watching the marathon runners this morning, I think you should shed maybe a couple for this bloke if he goes off the Wembley pitch for the 6th time as a loser, or at least failing to win. Bannister gets it back. And McDonald couldn't quite turn it in. 3 times Robinson came here with Liverpool at various events and didn't win. Twice with Brighton. And now with Queen's Park Rangers. Can be a cruel old sport sometimes, but he's giving it just about everything he's got. And there's nothing Jim Smith, Frank Sibley on the left, can do about it at the moment. 2-0 down, QPR, with about 12 minutes remaining. Byrne brought down, but no foul. So Dawes says, OK, let me take it up. It's with Bannister. It's with Dawes. And Oxford, for a moment, looked to be in trouble. And Rangers just haven't got the wit to make them pay for it. Foul by Charles on Wicks. Charles, well, that was a mistake by Wicks, and Charles was very quick to exploit it. Houghton. Charles offside on the far side. Here come Rangers again. Who else but Michael Robinson spurring them on. Exactly 10 minutes left now. Plus whatever Keith Hackett adds on for injuries. Aldridge. Wicks. Hebberd. Ball. Nice of the touch there by Byrne. Here comes Bannister. Got Rosenior up there as well. And he's offside. Aldridge. Dawes. James. Dawes again, can't keep it in. Neill. James. Sweeping it wide for the fullback Neill. Robinson. James, action. Wicks gets it back. About 7 minutes remaining. Langan. Houghton. Also had an excellent match. Hebberd. Langan again. Well, I'm glad it came to him in the end, Trevor Hebberd. And there are 3 other Oxford players up, including Houghton, but McDonald was in quickly. Here's Dawes. Breaking for a side like Rangers, who obviously have not done themselves justice, and they would know it. 2 goals down and facing defeat with only 6 minutes left now. Just going to ricochet Bannister's way. Sorry, Ian.
You're right enough, Brian. They certainly haven't done themselves justice. They can play a lot better than this, and that's a disappointing thing, you know, when you come to Wembley and really don't do it. But, you know, on the bench there, the Oxford lads, Ray great, and they're lovely for them.
And Maurice Evans in the sunglasses.
Well, Maurice,
bask in what's going to be a famous Wembley victory.
And Mr. Fish there, you know, it really is lovely for them. And they certainly have, they've played like scholars today, haven't they, Oxford? They've been a better side, more ideas. And in the first half, as we said, it wasn't that good, but they went in with a lot of conviction and you know, won the early battles.
Good, strong challenge by Brock. Oh, charge there into the keeper by Rosenior. And it's with Aldridge. Playing a lovely ball now for Aldridge, who's got Hebberd waiting in the middle. Back again for John Aldridge. Lining up the shot. Push down, Jeremy Charles! That's 3, and that's victory. Well, he comes from a great Welsh footballing family. Uncle John Charles, his father Mel Charles, who's here to watch him. And as Barron pushes that down, that was simplicity itself for Jeremy Charles. Here's it, John.
Lovely. Again, Hebberd was involved in that too. Started the move to Aldridge. Powerful shot, and Big Jeremy, a nice little tap in there. But well deserved, Brian. They really have played very, very well. Created lots of chances in the second half. And I must now make my way down onto the pitch to present the Man of the Match award.
I think it's going to be. Can you tell us in advance or not?
Yes, Trevor Hebberd.
Well, had no chance, Paul Barron, with any of the goals that have flown past him, all 3 of them this afternoon. And there's the man who doesn't know it yet, but will be named Man of the Match. Trevor Hebberd. Free kick to Rangers. It's Bannister who's down. Over 2 minutes left. Well, it's the most unexpected result. People fancied Queen's Park Rangers so strongly. Neill taking it in there. But there was always a sneaking regard that Oxford would upset them, but certainly not by 3-0. Houghton, or maybe more. Aldridge with still a great spring in his stride, but Dawes got the better of him there. Here's Neill. Played in towards Rosenior, and Rangers know it's just a formality. They're just playing out time now. Oxford are the team that are going to be remembered here today. Dawes. Robbie James. A little flick in. Is there some consolation? There's not. Houghton works it out here for Charles. Last minute of the game. Ray Houghton takes it up. Referee didn't help there, to be honest. Fenwick finds Dawes, finds Neill. Robinson. And now Phillips. Yes, the first fleeting smile there. They know they've done a good job, and they know that victory is now a matter of seconds away. Referee Hackett has looked and checked with both linesmen. The final whistle, Oxford. A dream has come true. They've won the Milk Cup 3-0. Jim Smith, the man who fashioned the side that beats his Queen's Park Rangers team, and the man of the match, Trevor Hebberd, scorer of the first goal. He made the second one, had an exceptional match. Jeremy Charles, who got the third. And tough for poor Jim Smith. Consolation in knowing that at his time at the Manor Ground, he put together a side worthy of winning at Wembley. And spare a thought to Michael Robinson. How on earth can you come to Wembley 6 times with teams like Liverpool, Brighton, and now with the favourites Queen's Park Rangers, and not win on any one of the occasions? He's desolate. Gary Waddock, the injured midfield man on the left there of Queen's Park Rangers, and Gary Chivers, the reserves, coming on to offer a word of consolation for a team who know that they didn't play as they could and took the punishment. We understand, incidentally, that Ken Fish, 72 years old, a great stalwart with Oxford, is the man who's going to go up and not Maurice Evans, the manager, to the Royal Box. Well, we shall see. And I think Maurice might well be telling Ken Fish at this moment. He is indeed. You saw him say, "You go on up." And he, says Ken Fish, he's been with Oxford since 1964. There's never been an older man, I'm sure, on the Wembley bench. And what a moment it'll be for him. And what a splendid gesture by Maurice Evans. They're shaken and shattered. They just don't know how it happened. Well, Ken, you're 72 years. You've got to find a bit of energy to get up those steps. It's a tradition that the Milk Cup go up first. It's also a tradition that the managers go up as well. So Rangers it is who will make that disappointing trek up those Wembley steps to the Royal Box, led by their skipper Terry Fenwick, to receive the cup. So Stephen Roberts, the chairman of the Milk Marketing Board, and Michael Balderston, the chairman of the National Dairy Council, are up there. Well, better luck maybe for him with England in Mexico. Well, that's certainly tough for him. And Jim Gregory, the chairman, I think he almost wanted to give his medal to Jim Gregory there, and Jim said, "No, you have that one, Michael." John Byrne and Gary Bannister and Warren Neill. Poor goalkeeper Paul Barron, who really didn't stand a chance. Martin Allen, who was substituted by Leroy Rosenior. Steve Wicks, great battler, along with Alan McDonald at the centre of the defence. But nothing was being created in the midfield for Queen's Park Rangers today, and there was just not that little bit of spark up front to unsettle that Oxford defence. So would you believe it, they only got into the league in 1962. A couple of seasons or so ago, they were a third division side, Oxford United. What money would you have got then in those third division days to say, well, in a couple of years, lads, you'll be a winner at Wembley. unforgettable day for them. The unbelievable has happened, and a dream has come true. The whole of Oxfordshire is here, and they've got supporters they didn't know they had. With gates of around 9 or 10,000 at the Manor Ground, they've brought something like 35,000 and more here today, and have treated them royally. David Langan, the fullback. Little Les Phillips, a London boy who was a Chelsea fan and finishes up at Oxford. And at the very last, the Rangers manager, Jim Smith, and 72-year-old Ken Fish. What a moment. And enjoying every moment as they're entitled to do. I think that's a terrific gesture by Maurice Evans. It's every manager's dream to get up there, but he said, no, you've served this club so well since 1964. You go up there in my place. And there's still a lot of honour in the game. Keith Hackett, the referee, with his two linesmen, and John Aldridge with the milk cup. So short on Wembley experience, so many of these Oxford players, and indeed little Les Phillips, there's Trevor Hebberd getting a quick interview in. Little Les Phillips hadn't even been to Wembley, even to watch a game before he came here and played today. Well, he certainly knows what Wembley's all about now. They've won it, and they deserve to win it. And a whole posse, a bank of photographers on that far side are waiting for them. Well, they're taking the routine from Liverpool with the jigging up and down and the song as well, but it hasn't come to anything. There they go. Meanwhile, the Rangers players are trooping down beneath me, beaten and to a certain extent bewildered by what's gone on at Wembley this afternoon. Shirt swap, which is curious, between two teammates, Paul Barron and Steve Wicks. There's a sight that says it all as Warren Neill trudges off. Celebrations tonight, and maybe for a night or two yet, except of course the next big job for Oxford is to get themselves out of the relegation area where they're deeply embedded at the moment, to make sure there's first division football at the club next season as well. So happy scenes from Oxford United. We shall be taking a short break to get the views then of Mike Shannon, Jimmy Greaves, to find the man of the match and to meet one or two other stars of this Milk Cup final, won by Oxford United. Oxford 3, Queen's Park Rangers 0.
And hello once again from Wembley. It is Oxford United's Milk Cup. and if it's good enough for the skipper, Malcolm Shotton, it'll do for me. Let's go down to the pitch and talk to Trevor Hebberd, who's with Martin Tyler.
I don't think I've ever seen Jim Rosenthal so happy. Well, first of all, it's the Man of the Match award, and Ian St John, who's representing our panel. Who's won the Man of the Match?
Well, you know, it was difficult because with all the goal scorers here, we've given it to Trevor here, Trevor Hebberd, because not only did he score one, he set up the other two as well. So, Trevor, Mick Shannon, Jimmy Gee, but
Trevor, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Mick Shannon up in the box has been saying what a promising youngster you were at Southampton, and it's all come right for you today.
Yeah, it's a magic day for us, for me, especially because I missed out in the 79 final, and it's lovely to be back here today and be a winner.
You're actually here in '76 when Southampton won, cleaning the boots, weren't you, I believe?
Yeah, I was an apprentice in my first year, and I was cleaning Pedro Rodriguez football boots for him then. And we won that day.
And in '79 you played in every round and missed out on the final itself.
That's right, yeah, that was a big disappointment, but today more than makes up for that.
Well, you got Oxford United on their way, and we can show you the goal if you'd like to talk us through it.
Yeah, there's a little ball played there from John Aldridge, and the first touch here wasn't that good. I wanted to cut across him, but I knocked it too far down. But as he came in, I managed to get back inside of him, and he sold it, gone down the river there. And I just looked up there and hit it, and sneaked in the bottom left-hand corner, the right-hand corner.
Great moment for you.
Superb, yeah. Scoring the final was fantastic.
Well, the scorer then turned creator for the second goal early in the second half, and your partner in crime here, Ray Houghton, got the finishing touch, and Ray, you started it as well.
Yeah, I picked the ball up in midfield, played the through ball to Trevor. Trevor made a great run, not to get caught offside, and then I called for it inside, carried my run through, played a good ball back, and it was just a matter of touching it in from 67 yards out.
Well, let's have another look at it.
Here we go, it's Trevor on the ball here. I've called him just as he's turning now. I've called him, he's looked up and played a smashing ball across the face of the ball. And as you can see, just coming up now, and there it was a simple chance, and I just tucked it away, and I ended up middle of the goal. So I'm quite pleased with it.
And then you took off. I thought you were going to run up to the top of the stand there.
Well, I promised the family if I scored, I would go and give them a little wave. And to score in the final has always been my ambition, and I've done it, and I'm well pleased.
And you could have been a Queen's Park Rangers player at the start of the season.
That's right. I went with talks with Jim Smith at the beginning of the season. Things didn't work out with him. I think Jim wanted me, but there was a little bit of where the chairman didn't really want to sign me. So in the end, I ended up going to Oxford, and it's worked out well for me so far.
Well, we've got the story to 2-0, and then just 4 minutes from the end, Jeremy, you iced the cake, really.
Yes, I think it was a vicious left foot shot. No, I think John done ever so well. He's cut in, had a shot, and just instinct really. I think John's just taking it there. He's had a good run. I know John's not going to pass me there. He always has a shot. So I've just followed up, and it's this vicious left foot shot just coming in now. There it is.
What do you think was the real reason behind Oxford's success today?
Well, I think on the day we've always had a very good side, a great midfield with little Les, Trevor, Ray, always capable of playing football, and I think the big occasions brought out the best in the lads, and we were confident before the game that we could put a good display on and win the game, and as it happens we did.
You certainly did. Well done, Jeremy. Let's have a quick word with the mastermind behind it, a very modest mastermind. Maurice, you must be very proud of the way your team played.
Yeah, pre-war stuff that was. Made a change to see people pass the ball instead of kicking the ball. I'm a great believer in people enjoying the game, spectators enjoying watching the game. I would think that at least 80% of the spectators enjoyed watching that game. We played some great stuff at times. Should have won more easily, but I'm well pleased with that. Smashing.
And you made this extravagant gesture of allowing Ken Fish to go up on your behalf.
Yes, I think Ken deserves it far more than probably lost my voice. Anyone in the game. He's been involved in the game a long, long time. He's been involved with Oxford United a long time, and I thought he deserved it.
Ken, come in, please. 50 years in football, and I should think that's iced your cake.
It is, very much so. But the more pleasant enjoyment is really seeing the lads in the second half start to play and put together that they've been trained to do and coached to do. And it was really brilliant to see it being done. And the result was, well, it could only go one way after that.
When did you know that you were going up the steps?
I didn't know until the last minute, and Maurice said, come on, you go. I said, no, not me, surely. And of course, there's the gentleman he is. He said, well, come on, you've been here long enough, you better get up there and you'll have to go. I thought, well, I can't. I better go, otherwise likely to sack me.
Well, many congratulations,
No,
Ken.
thank you very much.
Maurice, you're now third from bottom of the table. Is this going to be a tremendous push to keep your team in the First Division?
Yes, I mean, that is still the most important thing, to stay in the First Division. The way they played today would be an absolute tragedy, won't it? We go down. I don't think we'll go down because I think we're too good a side to go down, but sometimes that happens. I sincerely hope it doesn't.
Well, you've made Jim Rosenthal in particular very happy indeed. Let's go back from down here on the pitch up to the studio.
Martin, thank you very much indeed. I tell you what, it warms my heart to see Ken Fisher. It's a great tribute to Ken, who came to the club in 1964. Well, Mike, we were proved right, but let's just talk about the game as a whole, because there's obviously a little bit of conflict about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a cup final, and I didn't think that the cup finals don't go the way you predict. I mean, you've got to win the game first, but I've never seen such a one-sided cup final. Oxford have gone out there, they've played the football, and like Mr. Evans said, they knocked it about and they passed it to their own players, which was great. And they dominated it.
Somebody passed the ball instead of kick it, was his words.
And I'll tell you what, that was great. For someone to say that, they passed it and they
We thought that it was a great first half. I know the conflict came at half-time, you know. But Mick and I thought it was a great first half. They attempted Oxford all the time to play outstandingly good football, and they did.
But they had to win it first.
Well, their commitment was terrific, wasn't it? I mean, Oxford's commitment out there was fantastic. They hunted Rangers and closed them down, didn't they?
Like Jeremy Charles said, I mean, their middle four, they're four players in the middle of the park, absolutely dominated it. And Charles himself, I mean, his commitment alone, and Aldridge, they put themselves about and caused all sorts of problems.
The midfield won it on the day, didn't they? I mean, there was no question about that. I mean, this is the trouble. You see Oxford playing and Queen's Park Rangers, and half-time Brian and the Saint are saying, well, it's not a very good game. We thought it was. I mean, I think they suffer from Scouse syndrome a little bit in there, if it's not Everton or Liverpool out there. But I'll tell you what, if it had been Liverpool gone in 1-up at half-time playing that type of football, everyone would have been delighted. And I think Oxford were magnificent today. I think they made a great final of it.
Just talking about one of the goals, I mean, it was a goal really that would have graced any occasion here at Wembley, and that was Ray Houghton's goal. It's well worth having a look at again.
It was a great run by Trevor Hebberd, and he's knocked it early.
Well, Houghton knocked it to him, didn't he?
That's right. But his run to stay onside was a great run.
Yeah, it was.
For me, we would probably have been a lot more greedy. He's picked his spot here, he's seen the lad here, and he just side-footed to him. And it was a great goal, great cup final goal.
Marvellous stuff.
Just a word from the Rangers' point of view, because, I mean, they must be desperately disappointed about the way they performed here today.
They've got to be, but I think from the off, it was Oxford's day. I think Oxford, literally, Jim, looking at your hat, took the ball by the horns, mate, and said, this is going to be our day. And they didn't give Rangers a look in. No. And that's what really happened.
The older Ox crossing the forward, well, a fellow who knows that emblem very well indeed is Jim Smith. He deserves credit from emerging from the dressing room, I think, and he's now down there talking to Martin Tyler.
Jim, what went wrong on the day with your team?
Well, I don't know what caused it. We didn't perform at all. It was possibly our worst performance this year, anyway, certainly, since the turn of the year.
Coming after such a good recent run too.
Yeah, I thought, you know, we would be confident, we would play well, and wouldn't know about the result, but we froze on the day. I mean, too many of our players just didn't handle the occasion, and Oxford handled the occasion very well and fully deserved to beat us.
Particularly with their four men in midfield. Do you think that perhaps held the key?
Oh, that was where our game was lost and their game was won, was their midfield. I mean, we never got near them at all, and they just completely dominated the game, Hebberd and Houghton particularly.
You can, though, take some credit from Oxford's performance, really. It's the side you built.
Well, doesn't give me a lot of... yeah, in one way, but I'm at QPR now, and it sickened me that with the way we played, and obviously the result was fully deserved by Oxford.
Jim, thanks very much for coming out.
Cheers, Martin.
Thanks.
Bye.
Well, there's Jim Smith, the man who built Oxford United and was beaten by them today. But what about Oxford United now, Mick? I mean, they're in the bottom three. Just looking back to last year, Norwich won here and went down. Will the same happen to Oxford?
That's right. Sunderland were here also, and we both went down. We got caught last year. I mean, Coventry winning the last 3 games. But I think Oxford, I think he's right. I think Oxford are far too good a side to go down.
Yeah, but you were last year, wasn't you?
Well, that's right, and they've come straight back. But what I'm saying, they've got to start again. They've got to pick themselves up. They've probably got a game this week, and they've got to go out there and they've got to start passing the ball again. But it's not always easy, because there's so many sides putting you under pressure. They've got to scrape their way out now.
It's another game, isn't it?
They've got to come down to earth.
Jimmy, I tell you, it was funny for me, having spent a lot of my early years in Oxford, looking at the big crowd behind one goal with 10 minutes to go, and they were winning a cup final, and they were just looking at the game, all very subdued, which sums the place up, really. Hard to excite, they are.
Well, I assume they must be, Jim. I mean, Oxford's not my part of the world, obviously. I come from West Ham part, where the East End of London, where it is all a little bit different. But you're right, we did actually laugh, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a morgue, that end. And there they were winning sort of 3-0. Oh, it was quite remarkable. But that, you know, supporters do react in different ways, and I'm sure they're just as happy to have won it as any other supporter in the country, and that's what it's all about.
I feel sorry for Jim Smith, because they didn't play.
Actually, Jim's they didn't play both sides. It's an unusual situation.
Right, yeah.
But they couldn't win, really, could he, today?
The QPR players must be absolutely rock bottom, because the biggest occasion of their life, and they just haven't performed. I mean, and that is the most disappointing. If you give it a crack and you get beat, you go, oh well, fair enough. But they haven't put 2 passes together the whole match, have they? I mean, that's the most disappointing thing. And Jim,
just a quick, brief final word, Jim. Just sum up the cup final for us.
Sum it up. I think it was one of the best I've seen for many a long day here, Jim, and it's nice to see you smiling, happy, and we'll carry you down the stairs shoulder high. There you are.
You carry me down. It's going to be a great day for everybody involved with Oxford United. Champions of the 3rd Division, champions of the 2nd Division, and now the last winners of the Milk Cup. Well done, United, from us all at Wembley. Good afternoon.